Hi everybody, it's Lori. It's coming on my 1 year anniversary in a few days, so I just thought I'd do a video on my journey, another recap. So I started, and my initial idea was I'm just going to do this for 2, 3 months and, jumpstart a diet and see what happens. Well, I started with my 2.5 and I started losing weight immediately, and I figured, this isn't that hard. I mean, it's taking away my cravings. I'm not eating as much. It's still a little bit of work, but, everything's work, so what the heck. And, then I went to the 5 milligrams and I'm like, wow, I'm really losing. This is great. So I did, the 5 for the next 2 months, and I'm like, I'm gonna stick with this for a little bit. So I did, and I was losing weight regularly, and I was on 5 for about maybe 4 or 5 months, and kind of went into a stall, plateau, whatever everybody wants to call it. Everybody has them. Did everything I could. I talked to my telehealth person online, and they're like, well, if the appetite suppression's there, maybe you could do more. Well, I was exercising like an hour, hour and a half, 3 to 4 days a week, working. I'm like, I really can't do more. I'm trying. I did little things like parking farther away and, using the stairs when I could, and still a stall. So I went up to 7.5, and it was okay. I was losing, but I was losing really slowly, and I figured, well, I'm working out a lot. I am gaining a lot of muscle. I could tell that. I have lost inches because, as I've told people before, you really should measure yourself all through your journey, because if you're not losing weight, you can be losing inches. And I was losing some inches, changing my clothes size. Win win, non scale victory. And that was great. And I just figured, maybe is it time to go up? What should I do? And then I figured, well, I've really only got about 10 or 12 more pounds to this goal. And let me back that up a little, because my original, like I said, was just for a few weeks. And I wanted to get down to 138, which would take me out of obese, out of overweight, and into normal. And, I figured that's okay. Then when I got to normal, I'm like, well, I don't want to just be normal. I want to have enough weight, that if I gain back, 2, 3 pounds, I'm not jump back into obese. So I continued on and did 7.5 for a while, and it was very slow, but I realized, I only have like 10, 12 more pounds to go to reach, 8, maybe even 8 pounds to reach that goal. So, I was losing maybe a pound every other week. A little rough because, you want to see results. And, I did a non-scale victories, but the scale was really getting me upset. So, went up to 10, did 10 for a while. Same thing was happening, but, my appetite suppression was even less. Absolutely no cravings. Thought I was eating perfect. I thought, well, maybe some of my portion sizes were large, but they were at least the protein parts of it. And, we all know I'm working out a lot. You're working out a lot. You need a lot of protein whether you're working out or not. So I continued on. And then I got to about 3 or 4 more pounds to go, and I'm like, okay, let me try 12.5. My healthcare provider was okay with that, and I did. And I really didn't like it because I was literally forcing myself to eat or drink. It's not that I really had any side effects, maybe occasional nausea, but my element electrolytes kind of took care of that. And I just didn't like the idea of forcing myself to eat or drink, because to me that's like the start of a eating disorder. So I went back down to 10. As I went back down to 10, all this lawsuit started and everything like that, and all the companies were changing their doses, and they asked me, uh, because of the change in dose, do I want to go up to 15, which is actually going to be, I think it was like 13.5, and I'm like, okay, because I'll just draw out what I want and what I need, and that way I'll have it, because who knows what's going to happen. And I ordered about 6 months worth, so I have some just in case you can't get it anymore, but I think in some form or another we'll be able to get something. And that's pretty much where it stood. And then I decided, okay, I'm within 2-3 pounds of absolute. I mean, I haven't been this weight since I was in high school, so I figured, let me try maintenance. So I started titrating back down, and I did 7.5 for 2 weeks, and yeah, I actually lost a pound. Go figure. So like, let me try 5. Tried 5 for about 2 weeks. The food noise was coming back a little bit, so I didn't really like that. So I went up to 7.5 again, and said, okay, well, let me try that. Did that for 2 weeks, which is pretty much where I am now, and I lost a few more pounds, which I know some people say it's normal to lose weight during maintenance, till you figure it all out. So now I'm gonna try the 7.5 and see how I do every 10 days. If I do well with that, I may stretch it out to 2 weeks. I don't know, I may alternate, do a 10, do a 5. I've talked to the healthcare provider. They're like, we're gonna figure out what works. Sometimes it takes 6-8 months to figure out. And don't be shocked if you lose weight. People are saying, well, don't lose any more weight. It's not like I want to go out and eat ice cream or something to gain it back, because that's just not smart. So I am adding a little bit more carbs to my diet, and a little more fruit, because it's got some more sugar, because I want to do it naturally. I want this to be a way of life. I don't want to gain the weight back. Let's keep it healthy so that I could stay on this forever, or at least stay on this diet forever. And after we find out what's happening with the tirzepatide, we'll see. Who knows, I might have to buy some occasionally from Eli Lilly direct, but we'll have to see what happens. And that's how my journey's been for the last year. I've increased my exercises, feel great, cholesterol's down, no more high blood pressure, my blood panels look great, I'm off of a lot of medication, my cardiologist is happy, my doctor is happy. So that's my year so far. So tell me how your journey's going. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe. And I just also wanted to say, I could not do this without the GLP-1 community, whether you're a member of my channel or other people, or just in any of the groups online. Your great support. We all have to support each other. Keep it up. I have my YouTube, obviously, that if you're watching this. I have a Facebook group that I just started called GLP-1 Journey in Review on Facebook. Lori Eisman is my handle on Instagram. It's all in the bio. Hopefully I'll hear from you. Hopefully you'll join the group, because we all really need to support each other. I've joined every group almost possible so that I could give support, get support, because that's so important. You have no idea how important this support is, answering people's questions, because it could be 3 o'clock in the afternoon your time, which in the United States could be 11 at night, and obviously you're not going to can't call your healthcare provider, and it could just be a simple question that somebody in one of the groups knows the answer to. And I know people are online constantly with that. So please like, subscribe, join my Facebook group, be a member of my YouTube, comment, love it, because again, support is one of the most important parts of this journey. And that's a wrap.